Hello. A friend of mine who's also a student of the piano sent me a message telling me that so far the only chords that he can play are the three primary chords in the majors, three primary chords in any major scale, and the relative minor. For example, in the key of C major, he can play the triad, C major triad, or maybe if he extends the triad, he can play something like C major 7. Then he can play, that's the root. Also, he can play the subdominant in the key of C, for example, that's F. So from C, then he can play the C major chord, the triad. From here, he can play the subdominant, which is F. And then he can play the dominant, which is in this case, in the case of C major scale, C Ionian mode, that's a G dominant 7. Okay? And then back to the 1. And he can also play the 6, which is also which is also considered functionally as a 1, as a 1 minor. So that would be in the key of C major. That is A minor, and you can extend it to A minor 7. So my friend, let me tell you something about being able to step away, not completely, to step out of those three primary chords in any major key. For example, I use C major as an example. Yes, you have those three primary chords, and those you must know, because those are foundations. Those are the diatonic foundation. Those are diatonic foundations in any key, in any major key. So those you must know. But it does not mean that you have to overuse them. You can build on them to make your music more interesting, more contemporary. So in any key on the keyboard, not only the keyboard, the guitar, and so on. In any key, you have a lot of chords available to you, okay, to use. Okay, first of all, in any major key, in any major scale, the Ionian mode, you have 7 chords that are already there for you. to use, because you have 7 notes in the scale. So on each note there's a chord you can play specific to that note. So it can be just a simple triad, like C major triad, but you can extend that triad to at least a 7th type chord by using intervals of major thirds and minor thirds. Okay, on every note you build a different chord by playing intervals of thirds and minor thirds. So that's when I started the video. That's what I did in the key of C major. I play okay, on the first note C. I play C major 7th. On the second note D. I play D minor 7th. On the third note E. That's E minor 7th. On the fourth note F. That's F major 7th. On the fifth note G. That's G dominant 7th. On the sixth note A. That's E minor 7th. And on the 7th note, okay, on the 7th note, that's B minor 7th flat 5. Okay, so right there in the key, in the C major scale itself, you have 7 chords readily available to you to choose from, to find a chord to play, a chord type to play, because you right there, right here, diatonically, you have 7 different chords available to you. So you can even add another one when you play the B minor 7 flat 5. For example, okay, that's B minor 7 flat 5, which is also called half diminished chord. So you can make it 4 diminished 7th chord by lowering the note A half step. Okay, and then back to the 1. That's 1 major 7th. You can play 1 major 6 if you want. Okay, you can play 1 major 6 7 if you want. Let me try that. See, there are no excuses. There are no excuses not to find a chord type, okay, to use in whatever music you're playing. Okay, that's one thing. Now is the circle of fifths and fourths. What you need to do, you need to go online and then find the circle of fifths and fourths. That it will help you understand how chords move okay, how chords follow each other in a progression, okay, and you have I know that as a student, as students, you know about cadences, okay. So if you, let's say there's a cadence, and I'm talking to the fan who sent me the message, and also to the students that are learning, that are just you know started to learn the keyboard. So in jazz, for example, there's a cadence called 2-5-1. 2-5-1, okay. I'm in C major. So this is one, and this is two. Okay. 2-5-1. Okay, where's 5? 5 is G dominant 7. Okay. The cadence, and this is a very popular cadence, because it is used not only in jazz, in any type of music, you will find this cadence. 2-5-1. 2 minor triad, or 2 minor seventh, followed by dominant or dominant seventh, and then resolving on the 1. So 2 is in the key of C major. That's D minor 7. And 5 G major 7, G dominant 7, not G major 7. G dominant 7. Okay, that's 2-5-1 cadence progression. And any jazz piece you listen to, you're going to hear this progression. But it can be extended, but you can playing 6-2-5-1. 6 will be, in this case, in the case of C major scale, it's going to be 6. It's going to be A minor 7. Okay. 6, and then when you play 2, 5. Okay. So you don't have to just play only the 3 primary chords. You got 7 diatonic chords available to you. Then you can play cadences. Okay. So not just okay. Yes, you can use those. Yeah, you can use those 3 chords to play simple song. Yeah, but you need to step out. Step out of it. Go, take a trip, and then you can come back. Okay. So also you can even use other approaches to play even more chords using the same. Well, let me put it this way. You can expand the 2-5-1 progression even further. so you can play more chords. For example, you can, okay, instead of playing two, well, you're gonna play two, but you can make the two D minor 7. You can make it a 1. Then now you're gonna use 5 of 2 5 1, but this time D minor 7th will be your 1, which is a minor chord, and you're gonna play 5, okay, in the key. Well, let's say in the key of D minor, and you're gonna play 2 in the key of D minor and 5 in the key of D minor, and then you play 1, and from the 1, which is actually 2 of C major 7, if you do that, then you expand the 2-5-1 progression to even playing more chords. We can try that. Okay, this D minor 7. All right. Okay, now remember, when you play 2-5-1 in the key, in a major key, such as in the key of C major, 2-5-1, 2 minor, 5 dominant 7th, and then 1 major 7, 1 major 6, or 1 major 6-9, whatever you want to play. Now the root is not major, it's minor. That make a difference, okay, when you play the 2, okay, and the 5 in to resolve on a minor key. That's 2-5-1 in a minor key now. So when you play 2-5-1 in minor keys, the 5 and the 2 are affected. Okay? So and those are affected even further if you consider how, natural minor scale, melodic minor scale, and harmonic minor scale. So now we're going to play 2-5-1 in the key of D natural minor, and then back to the C major 7. We're gonna try it together. We might make mistakes, but we'll see. So this is okay. My 2 will be built on the note E, because the root is D, so it's gonna be like, okay, D minor. We're gonna play D minor 7 flat 5. Okay. Right. Okay. Not D. Did I say D? No. E. E minor 7 flat 5. Okay. That's 2. 2 in the key of D minor now. Okay. Now I need to find my 5, which is the dominant. Okay, but remember, we are in the key of D minor now, not well, temporarily, you know. So now, what is the 5 in the key of D minor? That would be A. But since I'm in the minor key, so my 5 will be affected. I'm going to play, okay, D, so A7. It's supposed to be A7, but since I'm playing in D minor, so I'm going to play my dominant chord will be, in this case, will be A dominant 7 flat 9. So let's try to do that. So let's go back to E minor 7 flat 5. So now I need to play A dominant 7 flat 9. A dominant 7 flat 9. So it's going to be, let's see. Okay, that's my 5. And back to, and then resolving on the D minor 7, which is the 1. Now I'm going to continue so I can resolve the progression to the C major 7th. So this is D minor 7. Okay, now 5, which is G, and then 1. Alright, so let's do it. Let's do it again so we can see. We can start with, let's start with the C major 7. Okay. Now I could just go ahead. I could just play the 2, which is D minor 7. No, I want to play 2 more chords that will lead me to the 2 minor 7th, which is 2, 5 of the 2 minor 7th, which is D minor 7. So from C major 7, I am going to play E minor 7 flat 5. Okay. And now I play D minor 7. And then G dominant 7. See, you can expand the 2-5-1 progression. Okay. Then we can even expand further by approaching the dominant 7th using the 2-5 of the dominant 7th. The dominant 7th is the dominant 7 in the key of C is G dominant 7, right? Okay, so now that's my 1. Okay. Remember, we are still playing in the key of C major. Now we're playing diatonic, progressions. Okay. So this is G, which is now my 1 chord temporarily. Okay, so now I need to play 2 of G, which is going to be which can be either A minor 7th or A dominant 7th. I'm going to play A minor 7th in this case, and that will give me something like this. Okay, all right, C here, A minor 7th, and then D. Okay, in the key of G, that will be, I'm not D, I'm talking about D. What I'm trying to say is the dominant 7th in the key of G is built on the note D. So in that case, my 5 will be D dominant 7, right there, and then my current root is G dominant 7, and then back to the 1. Okay, so there are no excuses not to find the chord type to play in your music, because there are plenty. There are a lot of chords within a diatonic scale that you can choose from to make your music.